There we go. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is your longtime host, Fenrir the Ice Wolf. If you'll remember here with Hero Geek, we're going to be speaking about stuff, mainly the stupidity of, the modern comic book industry. Specifically, the jackass Tim Taylor, who says only Superman is nothing more than a freaking white savior who's straight. What a douche.
Is that
Hero Geek,
what
what are your thoughts on that?
I honestly this is came out recently with the whole John Kent bisexual thing? Is that what he said?
Yeah, he said that on an interview on a news station of sorts. I don't even remember what was the name of the place.
When did he say
Don't
this?
you
I'm
miss the
curious.
Yeah, it came out. Don't you miss the old days when they did legendary things in comics? No one talked about it, not even freaking news companies. And those were
Yeah,
the most legendary moments.
yeah. I mean, I miss the days when the larger mainstream media ignored comics. I really do because that's when the best comics came out. That's when the best stories came out.
Yeah, those
When
were
they
the
didn't have any mainstream media coverage, that's that was amazing. That was when the best stuff came out, the best stories, the most creativity.
best character development, the best imaginable, the best art, the best designs, everything.
hmm Everything,
Back
you
then,
know.
comics were actually a competition to manga. Now they're just the they're
The
just the
butt of the
little bits
joke.
in the corner.
They're the butt of the joke,
Yes, they are the butt of the joke. Because this is
and
all they can do. This is just a one trick pony they have. Literally, manga's doing everything every single day, making new stories, new adventures, new concepts, sometimes repeating other old ones, but still making them fresh. While these guys, they simply do this all the time, always race changing, gender changing, sex changing. It's getting old fast.
oh, it's been old for a while. I mean, so to the point where it doesn't surprise me anymore. Like it doesn't really like shock me at this point. You know,
It
this
sucks no
this
one.
this whole Jonathan Kent bisexual thing. It's like I saw it yesterday, and I kind of just shrugged. I'm like, oh, okay, they did that.
Dude, of course you shrug. That's because the comic book industry is completely dead to you. You just
Yeah,
don't
it
care anymore.
is. I just don't care anymore, and I know a lot of people still care. I know a lot of people still get angry and get frustrated, and and I get it. There's a lot of people that are not where I am when it comes to mainstream entertainment in general. You know, um, I've been there for a while, so news like this doesn't shock me. It doesn't anger me. I I've gotten to the point where I have complete apathy and indifference to things like this. It just doesn't matter to me anymore.
It's
I
all
just
dead.
I just shrug and I'm like, meh, okay, and I move on. And the thing is, a lot of people need to do that. A lot of people they need to get to that
Just
point. There's a lot of people out there who don't want to, and then I did a tweet last night, about how people are junkies and how people need rehab. There's a lot of people that are going to see this and they're still not going to completely abandon the mainstream. They're still not going to completely abandon, modern DC. They're still going to go watch the new Batman movie. They're still going to go, buy Suicide Squad when it comes out on Blu-ray. They're still going to do these things. You know?
yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. And it's starting to even go into the animation side. I mean, did you see the new Injustice 2? The Injustice animated movie? It is
No,
absolute garbage.
I have abandoned
I,
animated movies since
I only saw it, dude.
my last.
I only saw that movie because my little cousin came to my house, asked me to watch it with him, and it was just boring. They don't even respect the freaking story, even the freaking game story. They don't even respect it. You won't even say
Well,
it's
I
crap.
mean, I was never a big fan of Injustice, the story in Injustice anyway, but I think that the animated movies in DC they stopped being decent when Flashpoint Paradox. That was to me that movie marked the downfall of the DC animated movie because everyone since then has been garbage upon garbage upon garbage upon garbage upon garbage. Um, Before that, there were a lot of really, really good ones, and a lot of the ones before that are my favorites, and I own a lot of those on Blu-ray. Um, but after that, they just became worse and worse and worse and worse and worse and worse, and to the point where the Injustice movie or, um, you know, one of my favorite my favorite Batman comic was Batman Hush, right? So when they announced that they were making an animated movie based on Batman Hush, I was not excited about it. And then when I found out that
Oh,
they
they changed the whole
replaced,
story.
yeah,
They changed it.
they changed. I read about what they changed, and like that is the dumbest thing ever.
Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
glad I
why?
didn't watch it. I'm glad I didn't buy it because
I mean,
they ruined the amazing story that it's in the comic. And
yeah, and I
you
still
know,
wonder myself, why do they do that? Why do they alter these stories if people we see them because we want to see the iconic moments being replicated perfectly? Why do they need to alter it? I would have no problem with a shot for shot copy of an entire comic book made animated or into live action.
mhm.
Even dialogue, I don't care. As long as
Yeah,
it's 100%, I'll be on.
yeah, and I'm not. I don't want to watch the Long Halloween movie. I don't want to watch Injustice.
I'm not gonna
I don't
lie.
want
I'm not
to.
gonna lie. I was skeptical, but my little cousin showed it to me the same time he showed Injustice, and it was pretty okay. It was
Which one?
okay.
Which one?
The Long Halloween,
Oh well,
the two parts were pretty okay.
yeah. Well, I'm just not interested in those at all. I mean, I know a lot of them are. For me personally, a lot of them being rated R are deal breakers for me automatically. Um, Especially when the original comics weren't rated R. Like, why do they have to up the rating when the comic wasn't even that bad? It doesn't make sense to me. They're just adding stuff to make it more hardcore or whatever.
Yep.
So no, I'm done with the animated movies, and I've been done with them for a long time. Um, but but um, but yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's really hard to get hyped for anything, even the animated stuff. The golden age of DC animation is most likely ending. Just
Hmm.
saying.
Yeah, and they were pretty great for a while. I mean, the DC animated universe is some of the best stuff ever. And then for a long time, the animated movies were really. I mean, a lot of the animated movies are amazing, like Superman versus the Elite,
Yeah, and I
Batman
also
Under the
enjoyed
Red
it.
Hood. You know, Justice League New Frontier, Justice League Doom, Justice League Crisis on Two Earths. The original Wonder Woman animated movie was really good. The Green
Yeah.
Lantern animated movies were really good. Um, some great stuff that they did. You know,
Yeah. And I
so,
liked how they used to do it. They kept it close and in the characters. They didn't bring the whole universe thing. They kept it to themselves. Those were the fun times where
yeah,
they specifically built to the characters. Now everything has to be a long, huge universe where everybody has to be part of it. It's getting a little tired too.
yeah. And it got to the point where they just started pushing the envelope more and more and more and more, and really, really making that PG-13 rating work hard to the point, and then eventually it got to the point where they just gave up and they just started making everything rated R. A lot of the animated movies were rated R. The Snyder made a cut of Batman v Superman rated R, and then his cut of Justice League is rated R, and then shows like Titans and the animated Harley Quinn
Don't even get me started on Titan.
series. and even things like Doom Patrol and things like that. So DC eventually started to embrace this mature, violent take on their universe and on their characters, and
and that
that's
was one
pretty.
of the many steps.
That was a huge misstep as far as I'm concerned. I mean, you can't have these iconic characters exist in this Watchmen-like world.
Yeah,
At the same, yeah,
exactly. Everything is freaking Watchmen now.
yeah.
Every
So
single thing.
it's funny because essentially DC became the same superhero deconstruction that things like Watchmen did, and no, 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 no. I have a huge problem with that. I have a fundamental problem with that, and so with things things like I mentioned before, and even things like Suicide Squad, or I don't think they should. I don't know. I have a lot of feelings on that.
Yeah, I just wish look, and this is just me, but I just wish comic books went back to a little bit of the same morality and personality of the golden age or the silver age or the bronze age. Seriously, just lighten things up a bit. Go back to the old stuff because the new one is failing hard.
Failing,
That's be a huge sign.
yeah, yeah. It's you know, um, and a lot of people, I know that Invincible is very popular. I know that Invincible is super popular, and people love it, and people think it's amazing. I remember years ago, I remember I actually read the first like 12 or so issues of Invincible because I had gone to a comic book store or a bookstore and I had seen the first volume of the collected kind of collections for Invincible, and I picked it up and I actually read the whole thing. I did not like it. Like, oh, this is kind of violent. Why does it have to be this violent? I didn't understand why it had to be that violent or that.
Well, I believe it was Robert Kirkman's take on the whole superhero thing.
Yeah,
Which I'll admit, I myself was not a huge fan of the concept of making superhero adventures insane, bloody pieces of violence full of swearing and obscenity and crap. I like my superheroes a little clean. Sure, they can be an insult here and there and a couple of blood,
yeah.
but not at the level of Invincible.
No, 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 not at all. And then when I found out they weren't making an animated series, I was not interested. Like, there's no way I'm gonna dig this. There's no way if it's anything like the comic, then there's no way I'm gonna enjoy this, right?
Yes,
Um,
Invincible is one of the few things, shows, or movies that actually is very very true to the story. They didn't alter much. They actually just progressed and helped fill a couple of the gaps. But yeah, it's one of the few things that's actually true to the story. But I'll admit, I'm not a huge fan of the genre and the way it goes, but I'm still a fan of the story, how it was written and done. It was an interesting murder story.
right. Yeah. Perhaps it was, but I don't like the subversion that it did with the violence level. That's what bothers me.
Yeah, you have that's on you, dude. You have your free will.
Yeah. Um, and it's gotten to the point where this kind of violent, dark, cynical take on the genre has become the rule rather than the exception. There's no high profile. There is one. Fine. If I can name one, I would say that's the Superman and Lois show. That DC that is on the CW, which is, by the way, is like light years better than any of the other CW shows. Like,
Oh,
light years
absolutely.
better, right?
Absolutely. I gotta admit, they've got the character right. And you see, this is what I enjoy. I like seeing Superman as a father to his sons. I mean, I'd rather it was just Jonathan, but
Yeah, yeah.
you can't get anything.
But it is but it is well done. When and I loved Rebirth, and I enjoyed a lot of a lot of the stuff that they were doing with Superman and Jonathan Kent and stuff. But well, we don't have to rehash. We all know how they brought in Bendis and they ruined everything, and how
Pretty much.
we don't need to rehash that because we've spoken ad nauseum.
I just hope DC doesn't do some stupid move and actually do the same thing and turn him into an adult and have him going around being his own kind of hero. I just hope this is the CW, so my chances aren't that big. But I just hope they're not that stupid.
Oh, you mean the CW show?
Yeah, I just hope they're not that stupid.
I hope not. But anything is possible at this point. I don't have a lot of faith left. I remember watching season 1, every episode of Superman and Lois, expecting them to screw it up.
I was just expecting. Remember when they first showed us Steel and the armor called him Mr. Luthor? General Luthor. We all thought they were going to race swap Lex, but they actually did a Swift around us.
Yeah, exactly. So the show kept on surprising me in good ways. It kept on not going woke and not doing what a lot of other shows would do. So and then when season 1 finished and I saw the last episode of season 1, I'm like, oh, okay, that was actually really good, huh? But what's gonna happen in season 2? That's what I'm worried about. What's gonna happen in season 2? How are they gonna ruin it?
Well,
it's sad that I think that way, isn't it? Isn't it sad that I'm expecting them to ruin it?
It is sad, but we've kind of gotten used to it at this point that it's become second nature. Yeah. Let's admit it. How many times has something we enjoyed been ruined by woke crap? And with this new Superboy story about him coming out as bi, they're going to start screaming at the CW to make this a thing.
Yes, they are. Yeah, they're gonna demand that Jonathan on the show be bisexual. Or Jordan, either of the two sons.
They're most likely going to go after the one with the powers.
Yeah. Now, it's been established on the show, both of the boys are straight. Right? They're both straight. Both Jordan and Jonathan are straight on the show.
Yeah, they had a thing for the same girl.
Yeah. Well, no. I mean, Jonathan is kind of like that girl that and then Jordan is with the daughter of Lana Lang, right? So they're straight now, but who knows what's going to happen after this whole Jonathan being bisexual thing? I don't know. I'm a little worried about season 2 of the show because of this.
Yeah, we're all worried. Mm-hmm. Hey, I'm kind of using my phone here. Could you try to? I sent you a link. Could you try to share it right now? So it's this information about Ethan Van Sciver around how the SJWs have this trope of demeaning the characters of the past. Can you try sharing it on the screen?
Okay. Let me share screen. Let's see this. What is it? Okay, here we are. Share. So there you go.
There it is.
So
he's talking about this old trope that these guys have about demeaning the heroes of the past. Justice says this representation another disturbing SCW trope. Superman fought Doomsday to the death. This one single superpowered monster defeated the entire DC universe and forced the final performance of selfless and sacrifice from the Man of Steel that left readers weeping. Yet a whole generation of SJW Supermen can easily take down an army of Doomsday, demeaning making his sacrifice meaningless.
Is that what? Okay. When did this happen? Because I'm not following DC, so I don't care. But
this is Future State.
Oh,
some crap. That crap about these are all somehow These are, and listen to me here, these are the future descendants of Jonathan Kent. Yet somehow, I don't know how.
How does that work?
I have no idea. Maybe Virgo or something. I don't know. I don't freaking know.
Well,
These are direct descendants, all with different mothers or something. So I'm not really knowing how this is possible.
But he's gay, so how does what? How does that work?
I really don't know. You can scroll down, maybe Ethan gives some answers there.
Maybe.
I mean,
let's see. SJW creators are quick to cheapen stories like that. What? Superman couldn't defeat a single Doomsday without dying, but my cheapo knockoff Kroger brand diverse super folks can easily defeat a whole army of them without breaking a sweat. See, told ya, they were awesome. When you do this, you diminish and devalue Superman. Yeah, well, they've been doing that for a long time. Evidently, he sucks. You diminish and devalue Doomsday as a terrifying and ultimate villain, and you diminish and devalue the work of those who told the story. Yeah.
Oh, they've been doing that for years, nonstop.
But as the writer here explicitly states, as I explained in my interview with Daily Wire, SCWs aren't as concerned with storytelling as they are with creating 2D avatars for the readership they hope to appeal to. They call this representation. It seeks to flatter readers based on their immutable characteristics, group them by skin color and gender, and then slap someone else's brand on their chest. This is somehow a superhero meant to flatter someone who shares these physical traits. As such, this character must be flawless. Any imperfections or weakness displayed by this character will be misconstrued as racist, sexist, or bigoted attacks on everyone who shares those traits.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Yeah,
this is how they behave.
Yeah, and SJWs are consciously or subconsciously aware of this. So they offer bland, overpowered, unknoble, and vaguely ethnic and or queer clones of the characters that everyone in the whole world loves and wait for media attention. None of this will be remembered if comics survive another decade. It just doesn't have the heart. Oh, well, of course, you're completely right, Ethan, like, completely.
Exactly. Nothing they make anymore has heart or soul. It's soulless. I mean, I as a black dude, I don't give a crap about that black guy in the middle, Superman. No, I care about Clark Kent because I've read him for years. I've seen his stories. I've seen his development with his parents, his friends, his battles. Everything is sacrificed and done. I care about him, not about this group of assholes who just call themselves Supermen.
This is so horrible. This is so horrible. Wow. But you know what we need to do? You know what we need to do?
Create new stuff.
We need to ignore this. We need to ignore this. We need to not, I mean, we're doing it now, but we need to ignore this.
Yeah, this is poison. Not what Eaton's saying. What he's saying is actually good. The future state crap is what we're talking about, guys. No. You can always listen to Ethan Van Sciver. He's a good source of information.
Yeah, he is.
We're talking about future state here.
But, we need to create our own stuff. I know you're doing that. I'm obviously doing that, and a lot of other amazing independent creators are doing that.
Yep. You got to make new stuff because the idiots are pretty much destroying everything. I mean, they can't really come up with new stuff. I mean, it's not that hard. Come up with 50 different ideas every day, but they probably not hire me because I do not speak what they want me to speak.
No, they don't. And I wrote.
I mean, I'm pretty much their worst nightmare. I'm a person of color. I'm a person of color who doesn't feel so victim.
I did a multi-tweet yesterday.
Superman is gay now.
Yeah, I wrote. Yeah, I did this. Like, Superman is gay now. Those of you who are still supporting modern DC and Marvel need to just stop. You're all junkies and you need rehab. Mainstream entertainment hates us, and every time you buy or support them, you are validating and excusing that hate. You are actively telling them it's okay for them to continue murdering the legacy of these characters. You are hating on yourself and you have forfeited the right to complain. Your credibility is non existent. You don't get to cry anymore because this is your fault. As long as people remain addicted to pop culture, this won't stop. We need to boycott. We need to become indifferent. We need to ignore. We need to stop caring. We need to stop getting angry. I'm sick of beating around the bush on this subject. There's so many people are part of the problem out there. People on Twitter, people who complain about what DC and Marvel is doing, they're part of the problem.
That is true.
Yeah. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. You know, if you're out there and
I mean, how are people not seeing this? I mean, it's obvious what they're doing. I mean, first Tim Drake, now this, Bobby also happened. Now that, Christ, it's just stressful even to think about it. How have I not gotten a heart attack yet?
I don't know.
Oh, Bobby,
you know how you, yeah,
Oracle, they obviously did Superman dirty.
Of course they did. I mean, yeah, they did. But they're gonna do that to every character.
That is true. That is just so true. Every character is gonna. I mean, you ever heard about the Ray, DC character from the old days?
Vaguely.
Yeah, he was one of my favorite superheroes back in the day. When I heard they were gonna bring him back,
they made him gay. I know that.
Yeah, in the Justice League of America story, I honestly didn't care. As long as there was good writing, I would keep up. But the writing was just fucking awful. He literally left the team for the most stupidest reasons and selfish of them all. My God.
Why did he leave the team?
Well, apparently something with his boyfriend and so on and so on. I don't even remember anymore to care. I mean, the way they write gay people, it's not that much of a good thing. I mean, who needs enemies when you got people like them writing for you?
Mm-hmm. But the point is, stop caring, people. Stop caring. You know, if you read about, I don't know, let's say they give Wonder Woman a girlfriend now in a future issue of
I'm pretty sure they already did that a couple of times ago.
Right. Well, let's say they do it again, or you know, I mean, more than likely, I'll put money on the fact that they're gonna make Jonathan Kent and Tim Drake a couple. They're gonna do that. They're gonna have Jonathan Kent break up with this pink-haired boy or whatever, and they're gonna have them be a couple. They're gonna do that, and they're gonna come out with the news, and all the news outlets are going to go big on this. And like, oh, look at this! Yeah, Robin and Superboy are gay now, and they're together, and everybody's gonna freak out about it, and everybody's gonna get angry about it. You're gonna be like 50,000 YouTube videos about it from a lot of YouTubers that I used to watch, but I don't watch anymore. It's gonna get huge coverage, and people are just going to pay attention to it, and that's what they want. They want people to pay attention to it. We need to stop paying attention to it. You know.
I do.
So I urge you, people out there, just ignore it. If that happens, whatever happens with DC or Marvel or mainstream entertainment, ignore it. Be indifferent. Be apathetic. You know?
Yeah, this is just too much bullshit. Sorry for the language.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Don't watch any of the movies. If you have to, if you feel like you need to watch any of the movies or anything, pirate it. Yeah, I'm encouraging you to pirate it. Not only pirate it, don't talk about it on social media. Don't give it any attention. Keep it to yourself.
Yeah,
Just keep it to
I've
yourself.
completely given up on the MCU. It ended
Yeah.
for me with Endgame, and it wasn't even a good depiction of Endgame. I mean, seriously, that's just to go read the book because it's a whole lot better now that I had the chance.
Yeah.
Seriously, they
Just
even did Thanos dirty. At least they could have given him the relationship he had with the original Captain Marvel instead of giving us Carol Danvers. Make her
mhm.
would have been much better. I mean, those guys were enemies, but hey, at least they were enemies with a mutual form of respect. That's a good relationship to have. But in modern eyes, they'd probably say they were both gay for each other. That's
Yeah.
probably what they would say.
Probably. But the point is, we need to put to stop to stop.
Yes, we do. We need more new content.
Yeah. We need to
Stuff.
ignore. We need to boycott. We need to just not care anymore. And a lot of people are gonna have a hard time with that. I know some people that are gonna have a hard time with that. Because because DC and Marvel have been ingrained in people's minds as being legitimate, as being official, right? As being the go-to for these kind of stories, for this kind of genre, for this kind of stuff. Um, we need to stop with that kind of mentality.
Yeah. Just need. Just need to. It's just annoying. We've given them nothing but respect and money. They disrespect us, treat us like shit, and it's annoying. They break these characters that a lot of us grew up with, a lot of us learned from and loved, and treat them like crap. And I've talked to people about this. Talked about why are they so happy about Jonathan Kent being bi? I mean, what is this going to do to you? Do you really want to be represented by being given sloppy seconds? Nothing but this, not an actual character made specifically, first of all, for you. That is sad. Some of them I happily take it, others actually start seeing the crap. But most just take it. Most take the sloppy seconds.
They do. They take sloppy seconds, and I see people making excuses like the burden. The burden is not on us to give them the benefit of the doubt, to give them chances. I'm I'm out of chances to give.
Jesus.
You know.
Look, look, even if it's meant to represent you, you have to judge it. I wonder how many of these people that say they love this new change actually read the books because they need to stop and actually read the crap people are making. Because most key characters are being read in comics either are written as psychopaths, people who don't give a damn about others or actually act heroic, or whatever. Because it's not a good form of representation. I mean, have you?
No.
I mean, there's even seriously, it's not good.
It's yeah. I mean, I encourage everyone to check out indie stuff. I've been
What's next on the John Kent comic? Were they flashbacks of mentioning of Krypton legalized gay marriage after Planet Destroy? Oh my god. Possibly. It might do
maybe.
that.
But I don't understand, how does John Kent have descendants when he's whatever.
Yeah. Okay, and they're gonna say bye, but let's be honest, it's most likely just gay, because
Yeah.
you're most likely not gonna see this character with a woman ever.
No.
I think the only one she ever actually kissed was Saturn Girl.
The house key is missing.
Hang on just a moment, bear back.
Okay.
Miss?
Yeah, it's not here. What is this? This wasn't there. And the house key is not there. I have no idea what that is.
Maybe Abby was missing or something.
Oh. What happened with the house key? I went up. No, they're not.
Okay, then. I guess it's just me here, so let's talk. Crap. I'm trying to figure out something to speak about. I got nothing. So,
No one puts concerned about that. I didn't have those keys there. I have no idea how that got there.
okay, but there's a comic book industry going to shit. So, people out there in the comments, what do you think about this whole Jonathan Kent stuff and Superman stuff? Besides the things Taylor's been saying in Tower 2, what do you guys think more about this? How exactly do you think this is going?
He was there, and I can't get there.
What's funny is that John's boyfriend has SJW hair color because one of the writers were SJWs had sexual fantasies of. Oh my god, that is quite possibly true. But fun fact is, John's still not legal. He's, from what I get, 17 when this story's going on. So, yeah, not legal. So they're having sexual fantasies with a pretty much minor. Then that says a lot about them. A lot that does not surprise me. Because these people are pretty much weirdos. I mean, for Christ's sakes, how obvious is they're trying to pander? They literally went to a news station and talked about this.
Hey,
How is that not?
sorry about that.
No problem. Just trying to keep the. It was kind of hard keeping the troops entertained here.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
What were we talking about? What were we saying?
Yeah, we were gonna do. Crap! I actually even forgot thinking about ways to entertain these guys. God, brains out of the place. Okay, but in the private chat, I send a link to one of Bendis's most awful creations. Thinking about the two of us actually reviewing that crap. It's now right here in the moment of fire. So can you just share there?
Yep,
Screen.
I will. Okay, this is the Legion of Superheroes. See here. Go here. Go to share. Stop screen and then go share. Share screen. Go tab. And it's that, right?
Gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen on the audience, let me introduce you to Bendis's greatest crap of them all. It's called the Legion of Superheroes,
What is that?
where they literally race and gender swap most of the good characters and turn them into garbage.
They did that with a lot of the Legionnaires.
Yeah, a lot of them were race swapped, and there's almost no freaking action. It's pretty much just them sitting together and talking about doing things in committee. And when they have action, is this bland action movie crap that doesn't make any sense. I think they were trying to drive it into a story, but then just lost themselves because they didn't have any foundation to begin with. Even the dialogue is cheesy as hell. I mean, it's involving Sunboy and Karate Kid finding Aquaman's trident in the future. Somehow that wasn't destroyed yet or something. I really didn't. I didn't read this long enough to care, dude. Would you?
No.
If it doesn't get you interested in the first 3 pages, it's not gonna get you interested anyway.
I
I mean, they even gave Saturn Girl that half-cutted hair stuff.
Oh my god, they did.
And here's the rest of the Legion. Everyone was either race swapped or gender swapped. Even Lightning Lad, another ginger that was turned black, again, because only black people, because it's even hard not to. If you mess with the words ginger, you get something very different that for some is insulting, but it's kind of hard to defend these people when they themselves are causing the crap.
They did make, look at that, they didn't make Lightning Lad of black. Ah. Wow.
Yeah. Bouncing Boy looks like a. Oh, he's kind of hard to say trip. They all look bland and pointless. Every single one of them.
Well, Bouncy Boy was always fat, so, you know.
Yeah. But he looks
Yeah.
bland.
Yeah. This is horrible.
Yes, Taylor. John Kent is an activist. It was said. He deals with border issues and okay, let's stop here for a second. You know what? Here's something I have to ask. I don't like the idea of superheroes dealing with political aspects and stuff, like borders and crisis and stuff like that. I like when they can deal with objects and situations where they can deal, like natural disasters, saving lives, stopping crazy maniacal supervillains and destruction. When it comes to politics, superheroes should be out of it. Because, okay, imagine if we lived in a world with actual superpowered beings. If they picked a specific political side, wouldn't that kind of be terrifying? Because you'd live knowing that these people prefer one side.
I want to take this opportunity and I want to showcase independent comics that you guys should be checking out. So
then do it, dude. While you're at it, I'd like to say that Hyde the Osnator was in the audience. Do that, because we need a lot better than this crap.
I'm gonna do that.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me see.
If time's out there, let's all give a big hey to the Osnator out there in the chat.
Let's see here.
I mean, this story is just, where the hell does it even go? Just crap.
This.
Indeed it did. Oh, it looks like we got another person. Look who finally made it on time. Trey Markel. Where were you, dude? You were with Fizz, weren't you? He finally found you, didn't he? Oh my God, Fizz did get him. Probably giving him right now. Sad. Sad end for Trey. Ah.
Yeah, it's a good one too. So I urge everyone to just abandon the mainstream. Just don't pay attention to it anymore. Don't give it your money. Don't give it your time.
Just replace with something new.
Yeah, just
What the heck?
Just replace it.
Hello? Trey. Why does he have two open at the same time? I have no idea what he's doing right now. Okay, you said you were going to share information right now?
Yeah, I think he's muted. Oh yeah, I mean, there's so many great campaigns and so many great independent comic books out there that you should check out. I mean, there's
if you got some you can share on the screen. It's always great to put up there.
Share screen. Where's tab? Let's see. This is one being made by a good buddy of mine, the Colossals. Have you heard of this?
I have not. What's it about?
This is a superhero comic. Essentially it's he's creating his own separate, his own superhero universe. And yeah, it's essentially, you could read here. The year is 2030. The world has dramatically changed in decades of peace following Star Supreme's rise to the global stage. However, even in an era of larger-than-life heroes, impossible miracles, and logic-defined technology, evil still flourishes, After 10 years of working together, Star Supreme has assembled a team made of her family and friends called the Colossals. On their first public press tour, the Colossals are attacked by giant shark monsters, leading the team to suspect that they are being targeted by one of their mutual foes. When the team convenes to discuss the previous battle, their attacker reveals himself and unleashes an ancient evil onto the world. So the Colossals are thrust into a battle for their lives against twisted clones that not only possess the same powers as the heroes, but also their darkest memories. However, none of these demented doppelgangers are as deadly as Data Supreme. Heroes are pushed to their breaking point, and some even make the ultimate sacrifice to protect the future. So you can check out some of the art here. This is amazing stuff, and I've known Cider Hype for a while, so I've been following this campaign for a while.
The art looks decent.
Yeah, this is great superhero stuff. I mean, look at the art on that.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not mushy. Seriously, this is pretty good.
Mm-hmm. This is iconic. This is the superhero stuff that I want to see, that I want to read. So it is fully funded, I believe.
Great.
More art here. Look at that. It looks amazing. It looks really good, doesn't it?
Wait, what's that? Like,
what? This
yeah, it looks pretty great. I mean, the boat, the ship, the mechanical head, the armor. It looks good.
Yeah,
looks good.
Looks amazing. That's Star Supreme. That's the main character. She's like the Superman of this world. Some other great characters that you can see here. Yeah. So this is the kind of stuff you should be following, and it is fully funded.
Great. That means it's going to be out soon.
Yeah.
Nice.
So that's great stuff. And then let's see.
Cool.
And then Shadow Sentry. Now I read book 1 of this, and I have a review for this on my YouTube channel, and this blew me away. This is really, really good. And a funny story about when I read book 1 of this is I read book 1 of this, and it was like at 3 or 4 a.m. in the morning. I finished it. And as soon as I finished it, I went online to find out if there was a book 2, and I found the
Shadow
campaign.
Sentry.
Yeah, and I found the campaign for book 2, and I backed it right then and there. That's how impressive this comic is. Essentially, it's kind of like this whole heaven battle, war between heaven and hell. So it's inspired by 90s comics, but unlike a lot of the 90s comics, it's actually really well written with likable heroic characters. And the one thing that I like about the way that the writer introduces the characters, because he has a lot of characters to introduce in book 1, but he does it in such an organic, compelling way that doesn't feel like an info dump.
Doesn't feel forced.
It doesn't feel forced. It's all very well written, very well paced. The story is great. The characters are great. The villains are great. This is solid stuff. So check this out. This Shadow Sentry. Look for that on Indiegogo. You could see some of the art here.
Give some of those old school 90s vibe. Like, remember the Wildcats vibe?
Yeah, this is a lot like Wildcats. This is a lot like, stuff like that. Yeah. Wildcats, Youngblood, Cyberforce.
Yeah,
That
pretty
kind of
much it.
thing.
The old Image Comics.
Yeah. But unlike those, because honestly, I mean, I think they had great art, but their writing was not great. But this is really,
Yeah,
really well written.
The
Really
beginning was
well
not that
written.
great in the art department.
Yeah, this is amazing stuff. And I actually had an interview with the creator. Um, um,
Oh, nice.
yeah. So this is a great one too, and you know, and then this campaign is still going on, so you can still back it. You can still get one of the tiers. I recommend if you missed out on book one, there is a tier here for book 1 and 2. You can get it digitally here for $15, or you can get the physical version of book 1 and 2. Where is that?
Sweet.
Here's book 1 and 2 for 50. So yeah, this is good stuff too. And then what happened with did he leave?
Yeah, I'm not sure where he went. I'm trying to contact him. But not getting much of a response. So we probably got to wait on him. But yeah, it's good to see a lot of good indie projects. People should really get onto that because
this one, Galactic Rodents of Mayhem, this is made by my very, very, very good friend Gilly Travis.
Oh wait, I saw the theme song. It was pretty fun.
Yeah, this is this campaign on Indiegogo is over, but he's gonna launch.
Oh wait, looks like you got a buyer for your friend, Bobby. You should probably go read it if you're really feeling it. You should go read it.
Yeah, you should definitely go check out Shadow Sentry. You're not gonna be disappointed because I definitely was not disappointed with Shadow. I loved it. It was really good. But Grom, he's gonna launch another campaign on Kickstarter this Friday, actually. So if you missed out on the campaign on Indiegogo, he's gonna launch another campaign on Kickstarter this.
I wonder, will we get trouble if we play the song video? Because it's pretty good, really good.
No, not at all.
Right, because it might get some extra eyes on that. It's a pretty good song. A lot of '90s, yeah.
Yeah. Actually, there is a better version of the theme song that I'm gonna find. Hold on.
Chill, be nice. Come on. Come on, dude. It's a friend. It's a friend. Chill's a friend. He's a huge defender of the mainstream, but he's a good guy. No, he's a cool guy.
Really? Hold on. I got someone at the door. Sorry again.
He's a cool guy. Don't worry about it.
Give me a second. Hold on.
Okay. Oh my god. Chill. Seriously. Seriously. Seriously, chill. Just it's independence, but you can try give it a try. It's pretty. You never know what you can find that's good and may surprise you. Sometimes it's good. By the power of friendship, by 4 kids. Alright, some of you guys are pretty fun if you want to. Yeah, looks pretty good. Ah, you've had good experience with indies. See, there's no problem with going indie.
So you don't
Of
get
course they're
any
not
keys in
Marvel.
your truck?
Of course they're not Marvel, dude.
Those are your truck keys.
Dude, of course they're not Marvel. That's the point of going to indie. You have to admit, not a lot of Marvel stuff today is that equally entertaining. I'll admit, I haven't actually been interested in a lot of anything, almost anything in Marvel lately. Okay, chill. If you're still there, give one Marvel comic that you believe is still entertaining, and I'll give it a look. And I'll go back to you. I'll personally invite you to a stream, and we'll talk about why it's good. Give me one, just one Marvel comic you think it's good right now. Give me one. I'll check it out. If it's good, I'll personally invite you to a stream here. We'll talk about why it's good. It's Inferno. Okay, then I'll check out Inferno. Then, if it's good, we'll talk about it. Okay, then we'll check it out. I'll check it out. Then we'll know. Then we can both come up here and scream at each other to see who's right and who's wrong. Seriously, it took you a month to find something good. Okay then.
I am so sorry about that.
No
I
biggie.
apologize again.
No biggie. I was getting into an argument with a friend again. Fun guy, but he's a hardcore defender of it.
Really? He's how does he defend what they're doing? Like what is his
Nah,
his defense?
hero. We have to respect him. He enjoys it. Let's respect the guy.
No, but I'm curious. What is his defense? What does he use as his defense?
Well, I cannot talk for him. You'd have to wait and hope for one day, if by chance the two of you ever get to be on the screen together and talk about it. I'm just simply just gonna wait for it. The guy, he's a good guy. I know him. Talk with him. He's reasonable. Knows how to make some good jokes, but I cannot speak for him. He would have to be here so he can give you that answer.
Okay. I'm gonna leave it alone.
Superwise. Hey, nice to know you actually follow me. Jonathan Hickman's Fantastic Four is pretty good. Fairly current, 2018 to present. I have not been paying much attention to the Fantastic Four story.
I've abandoned the mainstream. So like I don't care. I don't care if there's good stuff coming out from DC and Marvel. Like, no, I don't even care because it's finance. It's backhanded financing the trash.
Yes, his soul has been ripped off from his heart and beaten up to the ground. He honestly doesn't care anymore.
No,
he's lost all love for it.
I've lost complete love. I mean, I still like a lot of the old stuff. You know, the old stuff is good, and I still read the old stuff. But anything new, no, I'm done. 100%.
Oh, happy to know I'm followed. Wait, that was Dan. It's Dan Slott. I have not read anything done by Slott, and honestly, freaking Spider-Man alone kind of got me off of him.
Yeah.
But seriously though, can you play the theme?
Yeah,
show
sorry
people here what it's all about.
Let's see, share, stop screen.
You guys are gonna see something very fun right now. You should all keep your heads on straight to the screen. It's pretty good. If any of you were 90s to 80s kids and enjoy the old theme songs, you might enjoy this. Nice.
Yeah, that's a comic book by my very, very good friend Gilly Deltrez.
Yeah, and it looks pretty good.
No,
Okay, let's
it's
see some
no,
of the answers.
it's not just pretty good. It's incredible. Like I read it, I was blown away. It's one of the best independent comics that people are not reading. Like I urge you, when he launches his Kickstarter campaign on Friday, check it out. Really,
Yeah.
I cannot sing its praises enough.
Yeah, it's good that you're promoting your friend. Okay, and Taylor Wilson, I was born around 2002, but I still enjoy the stuff from the old age because come on, it's fun. Who doesn't love fun stuff?
Mhm.
Burning Exeter, yes, you are a friend. And look at that, he's gonna look up the video too.
Great, there you go.
Yeah.
Awesome.
You got another one. That's a killer from Bobby. This from let's look at the. This reminded of Cowboy Bebop meet Motorcycle Mice from Mars, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gives that vibe.
Mm-hmm. That would be a fair assessment. The examples he uses Star Wars meets Ninja Turtles, but that's close enough for sure.
Star Wars meets Ninja. Are you telling me there's going to be force powers in this? Oh, God.
No, meaning science fiction. You know, not
Mainly the science fiction elements. Okay, then. Yes, Bobby, we are 19 days till Halloween, and that will be fun. Still trying to. It's kind of trying to fight temptation not to eat all the chocolate I got ready for the kids. But hey, if I don't make it, I'll just go buy some other. Who cares?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
there's so many great comics out there from independent creators, and I could sit here and I could like show you a lot of the other ones, but I don't know. Do you guys want to see some other ones, or you guys
No,
are good?
let's see. Are you guys want to see some more, or are you just good with the ones we just gave you? Just give out an answer there, quick.
Yeah.
And now we're gonna stay here in perfect silence, just waiting for the answer because we got nothing else better to do at the moment.
Nope.
Just waiting there for someone to write an answer.
Type something.
For Christ's sake.
Yeah.
And there's nothing.
But I'm curious. I really want to know what chill. I'm curious. I don't know what that is. Oh, of course I have. Of course I have that on Blu-ray.
Of course. A lot of people watch that. It's great.
I had that on Blu-ray, and yeah, of course it was amazing. It was this incredible.
I want to ask your opinion on Philadelphia. Okay, yeah, I actually
I don't know what
that's
that is. I don't know what that is.
that's a book. I think I have the book actually. I haven't read it yet. I'm actually planning to do a review on that one.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Never read that.
just give me some time, chill. Just give me some time to read it, chill. I'll get back to you when I do. And yes, Taylor, Teen Titans was one of the best DC shows around. And I mean, they really wrote the Titans well there.
Mm-hmm.
But of course, they had to make it into a joke by returning it.
Yep. I'll
Good,
do you one.
good.
I'll do you one better. I got it on Blu-ray.
But still, it's good that you guys have the physical media. It's always great because you never know when someone might grab it.
Physical media is the best way to go.
Yeah, right.
No doubt about it. But yeah, just support the old stuff. Support indies. Don't support the new stuff. Don't support DC right now. And don't support Marvel right now because they hate you. And every time you support them, every time you buy their comics or go pay for their movies, you know, you're essentially paying for them to continue destroying the legacy of these characters. And you're part of the problem.
Oh, come on. I don't want to be a spy here. Play nice, boys. Both of you.
No, I don't.
Can enjoy it.
He's you know, he's mentioning the stuff from 1962. That's the old stuff, and that's good stuff. You know what Stan Lee did is good stuff. Steve Ditko, Stan Lee, forgetting Jack Kirby.
Ditto, Lee,
Kirby.
Kirby. Chris, I know the faces of about 50 old-time writers, but every time I try to think about the name, it just skips the freaking head. Seriously, I could literally point you their faces of who wrote who. But when it comes to thinking about their names, it just doesn't hit it.
Yeah,
I think the head ignores it.
People are addicted to Marvel and DC, so they can't say no to it. You know, they're addicts, they're junkies. They can't say no to it. They can't abandon it right now. But they don't care about you. They don't care about these characters. They don't care about the legacy of these characters at all. They are destroying them. And if you pay for it right now, if you support it, you're essentially telling them it's okay to destroy these characters. You know?
Maximum. That is, you have that right to feel like that. You have that right to feel like that. Now, I guess everybody's all right with the indies we gave because I'm not getting anything new on Request for New Ones, so that's good enough for them.
Yeah, but check out there's so many good ones that I haven't even touched on that I've read or that are upcoming that are going to be amazing by great people who have a passion for this, who feel like me, who feel like the mainstream has betrayed and abandoned good storytelling in place of pushing an agenda of preaching instead of entertaining, instead of telling good stories. There's a lot of people out there, a lot of fellow creators out there who are doing it, who are being the changes they want to see. And I will always prefer them to the mainstream right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is that all that we're going to speak about right at the moment, or you still got some more to go?
I don't know. You have something else you want to talk about?
Honestly, I had an idea for. This is why I need 3 people, because when it's just 2 guys, the material kind of runs out pretty fast. I mean, Trey was supposed to be here, and he always had the best of takes, specifically when it comes to blasting up crap.
Mm-hmm.
This material just dries off when it's just 2 guys, because we already spoke about almost everything. We could speak a little more about Invincible, but I'm pretty sure your points on it are already known.
Yeah, I'm done. I kind of made my point, and I made videos about my point, and I don't have a lot to say on that. I've ranted and raved about that a lot.
Oh, that movie. Yeah, I'm not gonna judge it, but I fear that's probably gonna be better than the live action show we're gonna get.
Possibly. I mean, Avatar.
And that's saying something.
Avatar is one of my favorite animated series.
Of course.
It, so.
I mean, how many kids? You have any idea how many kids, even freaking adults, have that show as their favorite? I mean, that was something special. I mean, it opened a new pathway for a generation. It taught so much about war, survival, being yourself as a person. It's pretty great. And then Korra came in and ruined it all.
Yep, it did.
Yeah, if you got your points, I guess you could probably leave.
Yep. Are you gonna keep on?
Loading? Okay, chill. You're trying to provoke him. You're trying to provoke him right now, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm not taking the bait. I don't
care. Chill.
I'm not taking the bait.
One day I'm gonna have you here, chill. One day I'm gonna have you here, and we're gonna talk about this stuff. Because I want to hear your takes on this. Why? Because I can't just have one side. I need to have both sides. That is how you can actually.
I'm trying to understand how anybody can defend the current DC and Marvel. I don't get it.
Well, one day I'll have him here. You'll see his take. You'll hear it. Then if you have all against it, I will one day invite you both and just see you shooting at each other with talk.
Oh no. I don't have
We're
a
talking
problem
about
with.
Filoni. We're
Yeah,
not talking
Filoni did
about.
work-
We're not talking about Avatar. Wait, Filoni worked on the Avatar
Yeah,
franchise?
He did.
We're talking Avatar, Blue Alien guys. We're talking Avatar the cartoon.
Avatar the cartoon.
Seriously?
Yeah, it said Avatar the Last Airbender.
I had no idea.
Are you totally confused right now?
Yeah,
Are you
yeah, a
totally
bit.
confused right now?
I'm a little confused right now, dude.
It seems like it. Yeah.
Dave Filoni worked on Avatar. How did I not know this?
I knew this.
Yes, apparently I'm the only one in the universe who didn't know this. How did I not know he worked there?
He worked on the show, yeah.
God.
Yep.
Wow, I can't. I mean, oh God. I am such a clueless little bastard. I'm just gonna say, how did I not know this? Then it was okay then. Probably was around his good times.
Yeah.
Still,
But, yeah, I don't know how like anybody could say, oh yeah, turning Tim Drake gay is totally good, or how.
dude, I
get it.
think that's gonna have to be a new discussion for another era, another time, as you may say. Or if we
Perhaps.
start this cannon fodder, this probably ain't gonna end here today.
No. No, probably not.
Yes, I know who that man is. What's his name? The guy who always makes
M. Night Shyamalan.
M. Night Shyamalan. M. Night Shyamalan. All of his movies are always about shock and something. It's just. Does he ever have a movie that actually makes sense?
I don't know. I liked Unbreakable and The Sixth Sense. They were good. I enjoyed
Okay,
those.
then we've been at this for too long. We're both truly out of anything to speak of. Okay, the audience was great. Chill, if you're out there still, contact me. I want to have you here so you can defend your reasons. And in the future, probably cause an informational combat between the two of you. So if you're free ever, just give me a call. You already know me on Twitter, or on Discord. Just give me a call. We'll talk about it and plan a conversation. Okay, dude? I want to see you defend. Yes, everything he does is twists. He doesn't do anything different. Just freaking twists.
What a twist. Yeah. All right. Well, I guess this is going to be it, right?
Yeah, guess so.
Yeah.
Oh, 13 Reasons Why. Taylor, yes, I have seen about 3 seasons of that in just 2 days, almost 2 days. Trey was supposed to be here, so me and him would talk about that, but since he's not, well, we're going to have to leave that for another day.
What is that?
Well, it's a show on Netflix about a girl commits suicide and murder. It pretty much jumps to shit from an investigation, then to a trial, then to a murder mystery.
That trash.
It kind of turns to crap fast.
No, I know about the concept of the show, and I read about what it was about, and I did not want to watch that trash at all. I mean, I feel that show glorifies and kind of romanticizes suicide and kind of excuses it. I think the show essentially it's this whiny teenager who kills herself and blames everybody else.
We're entering about very, very fragile territory, so let's probably be easy on this one.
Okay.
This is Netflix property for teenagers. That is always fragile territory because, teens in everything they do.
Yeah, teens are idiots. I was an idiot when I was a teenager. So.
Well, I wouldn't say we're all idiots. I mean, I'm a young man myself, and I'm not a complete moron. I mean, I think I'm not a moron.
There are varying levels.
I think I'm not a moron. I mean, I try to be smart enough every day.
Yeah, true. But I think every person on this planet, is an idiot when they're a teenager. I'm not excluding myself. I was a freaking moron when I was a teenager. I was a moron. I was a dense, stupid kid. All right. So don't think that I'm like, oh, I was smart. No. I was an idiot too. All teenagers are idiots. All of them. Myself.
Yes, at some point. Actually, not me. I always stayed to my lane, stayed put. I had my comics by my side. Didn't have much to worry about. Didn't really do much. I mean, I hang out with my friends from time to time, but I always stick to home with the books. Always my way. Just really prefer to stay out of trouble.
Yep. Always good to stay out of trouble.
Plus, it was kind of hard. Plus, it was kind of hard to do half of the other stuff. When you grow up with with literally having Superman on your back telling you that's not right. Literally, I miss the old comics. They were actual good moral teachings back then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Seriously,
it was like every time I was gonna do something wrong, it was either Superman or Aquaman on my shoulders telling me that's not right. It was one of those two.
Yeah. All right, bro. I'm going to call it quits for now.
Yeah, sure.
But thanks for having me on. All right.
All right, then. Peace.
Later.
Okay, I'm the last one standing. To all of you there in the audience, this was fun. Yeah, Netflix isn't making that much. But unless Netflix is doing something pretty actually worthy my attention, I'm not gonna watch a lot of Netflix. So I just really don't care, Taylor. Okay, you guys were a pretty fun crowd to be around. Chill, you tried to provoke him. I know you did, don't lie. But just, you were a pretty good sport. Just contact me so we can one day do a talk about the stuff you love about Marvel. I'm gonna try to read Inferno and Philadelphia and give you also the thoughts on that, okay? Alright then. To all of you who stayed and watched this, Trey was supposed to be here and we can talk about the 13 reasons why, but he's not, so yeah, we're gonna have to save that for another week. Another day of the week. So yeah. Peace to you all. Wait, what about no? What do you mean? You don't want to do a stream? I mean, you don't invite me to yours. I mean, for me to show up to yours, I literally have to show my face, and I have a secret identity to defend, dude. So I'm inviting you to my streams where we can talk. Oh, you never provoked. Okay. Okay, I'll check. Okay, I'll check it out. I'll check it out then. Okay, this was fun, ladies and gentlemen, but I gotta go. Wish Trey was here so we could talk about it, but no. So, yes, Taylor, I also saw that. So this was fun, and as the word, don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a message out there in the comments, ring the bell for notifications, and share and whatnot. And as the great words, teachings of the great J. Jonah Jameson have given me, I don't care if you think I hate you. I hate everyone equally, and I mean literally everyone. Humans, mutants, Atlanteans, boys, girls, and whatever else there is. I hate you all the same, but not as much as that damn web slinger. Peace to you all. This was Fenrir the Ice Wolf. Dropping out.